Hi, I am going to, I'm just about to make Dahl. I've had lots of people asking for my recipe, and I actually don't really use recipes. I just use what's in the cupboard, and I make up the quantities as I go. Basically, you start just by chopping an onion and frying garlic. It off. I use coconut oil or ghee, and then once that's fried off, you just literally add your lentils and whatever vegetables that you like to use. I always have pumpkin and sweet potato in the house, and if it's in season, cauliflower is something that we always have in the house. Those are the three ingredients that I mainly use. Sometimes I'll add some peas or beans towards the end. Probably the majority of the time, it's kind of that end of the week meal that I make when there's nothing really left in the house except for pumpkin and lentils. You literally just cover it in water. Oh no, hang on, I'm missing completely, of course, some steps of the herbs and spices that you use. And so sometimes I make it with none. A bit of a boring palate. I really like plain food with not much of anything in it. I like the taste of bland lentils, and I like the taste of vegetables without anything added as Brendan, he more likes more punchy flavours, and so most of the time we meet in the middle. I guess you could say that like half a cup of lentils, I'd probably put 3 or 4 times that of water. I like my dal pretty runny. I don't like it really kind of thick. Sometimes I'll have it with rice, but sometimes I just kind of eat it like a soup. But today I've added ground cumin, cinnamon, turmeric, and I think that's all on top of the garlic and the onion. And then literally just put in my favourite lentils are red lentils, but recently I've been getting green lentils from Active Earth here on the Gold Coast, and I love them at the moment. And so any lentils I always use organic lentils, and with my vegetables, especially the root vegetables, I always get those organic as well. And I love shopping at the farmers market. If you buy from organic, you're only going to have what is in season available, and I think it's pretty important to eat with the seasons just to keep balanced within your body. I steer clear of getting vegetables and fruit that have been shipped overseas. A lot of it's been frozen and it loses its nutrients, and not to mention the shit that the chemicals and stuff that non-organic food these days is grown with. I don't always eat organic. There are times when I don't, but I there are certain vegetables like my root vegetables that are grown in the dirt that I won't eat unless they're organic most of the time. So that's pretty much it. That was a really bad explanation of how to make dal. But play intuitively. When you make it a couple of times a week, like I do, we always have it in the freezer. It's great to make in bulk and then freeze and then be able to pull out as a quick meal. I just play around with the quantities. Like I said, with the lentils, 3 or 4 times the amount of water, loads of vegetables. And just check on it. If it looks like it's getting really thick and the lentils aren't cooked yet, then just keep adding water until you get the desired consistency. Remembering that when you actually turn the heat off, that the lentils might actually continue to expand a little bit, and it does tend to settle and become less runny as it cools down overnight. But yeah, I'll probably write all that down for you as well, just so it's a little bit easier to understand. But yeah, eat dal. It's wicked. It's so good for you. It's so good for the digestive system. I love brown basmati rice, which I also get from Active Earth. You can soak it in water if you have trouble digesting, and it's really beautiful food, super nourishing. I'll stop rambling. I'll talk to you soon. Big love, yo!